Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. It's Mary Jane. OMG, there's no more black people in the game. There's no more black players. Oh man, why they have to go home? Why did it have to be like this? Why did it have to happen? Let's talk about the challenge. Season 32, episode 18. It gets, oh man, it goes down. So we gonna start off with Nelson and Shane. They back at the Redemption House and everything, and Bananas is insinuating and assisting and saying that Nelson was up there rolling in the hay with Natalie. Natalie was all up there, but Natalie was all up Hunter and Nelson's butt, and they was in the room. We had to kick him out. Kaylee, she just can't take it. She doesn't believe Nelson. She's upset. She's crying. And Kim was like, I can't have this happen to my team. This can't happen. And Nelson tries to talk to, Kaylee to tell her, hey, listen, it's not true. Bananas is a liar. So Kaylee goes outside. Nelson goes out there. He comfort her. He started talking to her. So you gonna believe him? You gonna believe them? Because now Bananas, Tony, Kyle, and Brad, they're yelling, they're screaming, making fun of Nelson and Shane, and basically being dicks and assholes towards them. Basically, they're giving them the bad treatment, the dirty treatment, and actually what Bananas knows what he's doing. He's messing with their confidence. He's messing with their self-esteem with Shane and, Nelson, because now they don't have, TYB. He goes, look at the young bitches in the house. It's just like, oh man, Bananas is in his glory. Tony's in his glory. Kyle's in his glory. Brad is in his glory, and Kim is like, I got to get my team together. We got to get this to happen. And like, Kaylee can't do this. You can't just fall out of the game mentality. We here for $1 million. So Nelson and Kaylee, they make up. He's kissing on her. They make up. She was like, she believes him, and then boom, we got the double challenge. We got the double cross, and when we got the double cross, two teams are going back into the house, and it's just like, damn. It's going to be the Armageddon of a lifetime. The four horsemen, because only two can come back. Cam and Kaylee, they didn't pick the double cross. Brad and Kyle, they picked the double cross. They're happy. They know that they're going to come back into the house. And basically, I think that Kyle and Brad had to pick a team. They picked, Cam and Kaylee. They picked them because they're an easier team to beat. They believe because it's two females. Then if they beat the two females, and then if Nelson and, Bananas and Tony go at it, and Tony and Bananas win, that means the two alliances are back in the house together. I'm just like, damn. Marie doesn't want Bananas and Tony to come back in the house because she feels like she's going to be a target, but it seems like now people are scared and they are afraid of Bananas and Tony. It is what it is. I don't think Hunter's afraid, and I don't think Gosh is afraid, but they're weary, and they're kind of worried about the situation because they back in the house. They're going to be back in the house soon. I'm just like, damn, I can't believe it happened. We see TJ comes through. TJ comes strolling through, the little man, the man with the BMX bikes. He comes through and it's just like, yep. So now we get ready for Armageddon. Everybody's there. And basically the game that they're going to play, they got to climb up this wall. It's like a plaque wall. And they have to add up to 32. So they have positive and negative plaques, which is blue and red. And it's just like, so, Brad thinks that he got it going on. He got it because, he's an accountant and he's a teacher too as well. So he's going to do the math on the ground. He's going to have Kyle, climb the wall or whatever. So we have that situation. And then they ask Johnny Bananas. Then they ask, Brad and Kyle what team they want to pick, and they pick Cam and Kaylee. Cara was like a little bunch of bitches. They picked the women, but somebody was gonna have to go against the women anyway it goes. So I couldn't see the two girls doing tug of war with Nelson or Shane or either Tony or Bananas. So Brad and Kyle, they pick Cam and Kaylee. They get ready to go, and she says she's good in math, this degree, and she actually puts the numbers down on the ground and she figures it out before she put them on the wall and figure them out. She's figuring them out on the ground. Brad is doing another thing. He's handing it to him. I guess he's going one by one like that, and Kyle is moving fast up this plaque wall. He's doing good, like he got it going on. And then once Cam get everything in order, because you have to you're going to use plus and minus, but the total has to be 32, the number of the the challenge season 32 is in the building. So I'm just like, oh my goodness. I was like, the girls got a good chance, because this is not really as physical about climbing up the wall and being harnessed up and everything, but it's not that physical. And the other teammates are yelling and screaming, so Brad and Kyle cannot talk to each other. And then, Ashley was like, I don't even know why Kyle's climbing up the wall. He can't add or subtract. He don't know how many girls he slept with this season. He probably don't. And so it seems like Kyle was about to hit the bell. Kaylee's clamming, she's going, but she's still slower. And Kyle got long legs and long arm, and he's more athletic. And he rings the bell. I was like, shit. And guess what? It was wrong. And then we have, Kaylee finally gets up to the top. She rings the bell. She's in. So, Brad and Kyle got sent home. They're really upset because nobody in the house had their back. Even Kara gave Kyle the cold shoulder. You go, Kara. You actually tuned into yourself and you let that bullshit with Kyle go. So you did good. Kara and Marie was actually rooting for Cam and Kaylee, the only other girl team as well. So I was really happy about that. And then we got Nelson. And so now Nelson has to go against Bananas, because whoever pulled the double cross, they pick a team, and then the other team have to go at it. So now it's Nelson and Shane. Shane is not that physical. He doesn't like physical stuff, because remember, was it last season? I think it was last season that Shane and Corey and Nelson was in that tug of war with the rope, and Shane wasn't good at the situation at all. So I was just like, I already knew, like, with the strength, and I was like, damn, man, I was like, you can do it, Nelson. But I know Nelson doesn't concentrate that much. Sometimes he gets out of mind or whatever. Something happens. Something just gets disturbed up there. And Shane is nervous as it is, and he's kind of timid about the situation too as well. And then plus they just came from the addiction house and getting picked on too, and messing with their self-esteem and taking their courage away, or that warrior spirit too away as well. Because Banana doesn't only play a physical game, he plays a mental game too as well. So I was just like, oh man. Then my peeps came in the room. They was like, yo, all they got to do is push him to the side, keep going, and then spin it. And that's what Bananas did. As soon as my peeps said spin it, Bananas and Tony spin it, and Nelson hit the ropes. And then it just kept going just like that. They even switched up. Shane and Nelson switched up. It was no sweat to Tony and Bananas. They had it. They look like they could all, Nelson and Shane look like they're athletic, but Bananas has, experience, and that's what he has in this game, is experience, and he can use strategy real quick. He can think on his feet. And then you got big ass Tony, they hit the ground. I was like, damn, Nelson, get up, Shane, get up, come on. They didn't even get a score. They didn't even get a point. Bananas and Tony beat, Nelson and Shane, and they go home. I just wanted to see, Nelson go to the end, or Nelson come back into the house. At least it'd be Tony. It would be Nelson and Hunter and Gosh, and then there would be Paulie in the middle, and then there'll be Bananas and Tony, and that would be like more entertaining and shit like that. But I'm just like, damn, man, why did this have to go down like this? Why did it have to happen like this? So Nelson and Shane, they go home. They said they became brothers, they're friends, and not vendettas no more. I'm just like, why? Like, damn, like the people I want to see Bananas too as well, but I want it. So we have that situation. And then Tony Bananas is talking mad shit. He was like, Nelson, you're walking around here with that helmet on. We might as well dig a grave and bury you while all your friends are here, because this is your funeral. I was like, oh, he's calling him bitch boy, bitch. Oh, like, oh my goodness. And then Bananas is walking around with all his muscles all tough. He's walking like Stone Cold Steve Austin. I was like, damn. And so now it is what it is. Bananas came to show up. He shows up when it's important. But he did get sent to the Redemption House by Sylvia and Gosh, right? I think so. So we have that situation. I was just like, shit. And Bananas is talking all types of stuff. And he was like, we the toughest team. We the baddest team. Everybody is worried because they're the team to beat. So it is what it is. I was just like, damn. But we already know that Paulie and Natalie, they have an advantage from winning last week. So now they get ready to go to the next challenge. The next challenge the King of the Rings was the challenge with Nelson and Bananas and Tony and Shane. I was just like, damn. And then with Cam and Natalie, the name of their challenge was I Got You Peg. I was just like, damn. So we move on to the next challenge. It's the boulders, and basically they gotta take these big ass balls and roll them down a fill, and then there's like a ravine that's dry or a creek that's dry, and they have to, if they could push the ball over it, they won't have to go they don't have to go inside the ravine and try to get the ball out. You know what I'm saying? The boulder out or whatever. So you can go left. Left is the long way, or you can go over the creek, the ravine that's dried out. And they all get stuck. Bananas is talking shit again. He was like, look at them, they've been following each other all season, look at them, they're stuck. And Bananas and Tony, they get past it, they're gone. And then we get Marie, she's running, she's about to get hit by the boulder, she don't know what she's doing. Kara's doing all the work. Thank God Kara was her partner. If the boulder got stuck inside the ravine or the creek or the open, Kara got muscles. Kara's like a diesel chick, so it was nothing for her to get it out. And then we have, Cam. I thought if Kaylee could have pushed that ball really hard, it wouldn't have went in, but they went into a tight spot. And then, they tried to take a different way and they went down farther. And then the ravine or the creek that was open, it was much smaller, so it was harder for them to get it out. So they were stuck over there. Then Paulie and Natalie, they get it going. And then all of a sudden, Sylvia and Gosh, because Gosh is like a gladiator, so this was strictly up his field, and he was just pushing it. Even Bananas like, look at Gosh is gone. Gosh, he's up there, he's pushing that boulder, it ain't nothing. And then Sylvia's right next to him, they working together, boom boom boom, and they pass everybody. They pass Johnny Bananas and they pass Tony, and they actually win their first elimination round, their first challenge, and they win the most important one because it's going to go down. And so, but the key to this situation is who's ever last got to go home right away. It's like a purge. And so we have that situation going. I was just like, damn. So I was like, oh man. So you got Sylvia, you got, Gosh, their first place. You got Johnny Bananas, and you have Tony, their second place. And then you got Paulie and Natalie. And you got Hunter and Ashley, Kara and Marie, and then Cam and Kaylee. They finished it off. They didn't win, they lose. And that's it. Kara was like them, the only girl team that, girl team that they feel that was strong players and contenders are gone now. So it's just like, damn, what's next? What's gonna happen? We're gonna get any more surprises? It looks like it's an easy win for Tony and Bananas, but Paulie's a wild card, so is Gosh a wild card, and Hunter's a wild card. But only thing is Ashley gets all skitsy. She gets all crazy, she gets all nervous. She starts hyperventilating. She starts, panicking and shit. So we'll see how it goes. And Kara, she's like a dude on it. She's like a dude. She got the muscles. And Kyle, her distraction, Kyle is out the building. So it's on and popping. I was like, damn, Kaylee and Cam, you're going. So that means Sylvia and Gosh gets they get an advantage. So we'll see what happens with this situation. Tony and Bananas are strictly going to run that house. They're going to go crazy because now Nelson and Shane is gone. And they came back into the house. They came back from redemption. You know what I'm saying? So they got something to worry about. And they know that, they Bananas is the experience. So I wonder when they're going to start breaking off the teams. So they're going to have teams all the way to the end. Peace and out, one love. It was a great episode too. Like, yo, Nelson and Shane and Tony and Bananas holding that pen and trying to push each other. That shit was real. That's a lot of adrenaline. That's a lot of strength that you have to use in power. And it was like, damn, man. And then Kaylee and Natalie just came back in the house and they got sent home. Peace.